Welcome to the Genesis Mindset. What I'm going to be sharing with you today is how to create an LAU contract so you can interact with the Dysnomia Chatlog. So I actually have a lot of you guys thank me for this stuff, and definitely I appreciate it. But I literally just I convey to you guys the information that I get from others. So this is all coming from mindfulness, and not Helios again. So shout out to those guys. I'm just sharing with you guys the videos. So yeah, I'm going to get right into it now. I haven't actually done this, so I'm going to be doing it right now and basically learning as I go. But I've been told it's extremely simple. So here's the instructions. So this was something that was very important because when the contracts were first getting created, the tokens were getting sniped. So you had to create like a self-snipe token. So first you need to create a username token with the LAU contract. Instructions are in the Dysnomia. So I've got everything set up and ready to go. Here we go. So this is the Dysnomia. So very interestingly, um, what I have noticed, first of all, is there's not enough question marks. There really isn't enough. We need at least another 100 billion, trillion, zillion question marks to really understand what dysnomia is. So that's the first thing. So, all right. So creating a user. Create your user token. This token represents your user account and is created using the LAU Factory. Add the LAU Factory contract to smart contract GUI. So I've got my smart contract GUI and I've connected it with my donation wallet address. So, hey, if anyone wants to donate as well, the wallet address is in the description. If you guys appreciate the content, please donate. Oh, every little bit counts. So the LAU Factory. So I've also got this open. So this is the LAU Factory. So this is open. So here's the contract address. So what we're going to do is we're going to copy and paste this contract address. So in the smart contract GUI, you would connect as with your Rabby or your MetaMask. For some reason, it doesn't work so well with Opera. So I'm on Google Chrome at the moment. So now I'm going to add the contract here. Add the contract. Oh no, hang on. Sorry. Add the contract to the contract address. Let me just oh yeah, cool. So basically now we're going to call it the LAU Factory, and I believe we want to end up copying and pasting this code, the ABI code here. So if you just go here, like hover over the top, copied, you click copy and paste. Let's see if they've got anything for the advanced options. No, sir. So add contract. Brilliant. Void and new. Read functions, void and new. Cool. So, okay, awesome. So choose a name and symbol for your LAU user token account. People can buy and trade them using affections. So we're going to write the function now. So we're interacting with the blockchain with new. So this is name is not Helios. So the symbol, so basically, when you go to like Pulse Chain would be Pulse Chain PLS rather. So you can choose one of these symbols. So I've actually brought this up, the Unicode UTF-8, so I can add a little symbol because I think it's kind of cute. So I'm going to add a symbol. And the name, I'm going to call it Coexistence Stephen. And then the symbol, I'm going to make the peace symbol. So I'm going to use a peace symbol just because Coexistence Stephen is all about that peace. Okay, so then we're going to hit run the function. And then here we go. So it's going to interact with the MetaMask wallet. Get your personal LAU user token address by checking the transaction receipt on Autoscan. Oh, yay. Yay. Look at this. Look at this. Look at my estimated gas. Starts with 3.3 and ends in 3.3. All right. So we're going to load this up. Get your personal LAU user token address by checking the transaction receipt on Autoscan. So as soon as this finishes, once it's finished interacting, we should be able to get... Oh, maybe it has finished. I'm going to pause and then go to the Autoscan. Give me 1 second. Just in case you guys don't know how to do that. So this is with MetaMask. and you click your MetaMask. So hopefully you'll be able to see this. And then obviously when the MetaMask pops up, you've got your tokens, your NFTs, and then go to activity. And then you want to click that address and then view on Block Explorer, and then it will open it up. Oh, so I've got it connected to pulsechain.com scanned up pulsechain, not Autoscan. So you can actually adjust those settings. So we'll go here. I might need to, so just copy this transaction hash as well. Okay, cool. It actually did it automatically. In the past, you would do this and it would just bring you to the generic cool, man. So look at all the things that it interacts with. So it interacts with the math contract, the random number generator, unnamed token. So okay, where are we? So get your personal LAU user contract address by checking the transaction receipt on Autoscan. So this will then, so this here is our transaction hash, and then interacted with contract. I don't know if that's from, so that's the wallet address, the donation wallet address that I've created it from. And boy, okay, let's just double check this. So I'll copy and paste this transaction hash just to kind of make sure. Oh, where's Autoscan? Come on. Autoscan.pulsechain. So I'm going to end up copying and pasting that there because I just need to double check if the contract, if it's interacted with if that's, oh, hang on. Oh, so yeah, that's the LAU contract. So that's not the contract address. So we need to find the contract address that it's created with this token. So, okay, so it's not showing it on Pulse Chain Scan. There might be somewhere that you can actually see it, but I can't find it. So again, what I'm doing is I'm copying the transaction hash and I'm going to follow it according to these instructions here. So I'm going to go here and it should tell me what contract it's created. Once it loads up. All right, so which one of these is it going to be? So it creates all these different contracts here. So this is, I'm going to just move this across here so we can be nice and clear. So that's, oh. So that's the contract you used. Address by checking the transaction receipt. Get your personal LAU user token address. Which one of those are the personal LAU user address? Because this top one is, that top one is the LAU Factory contract address. So it's one of, it's, okay. And then if I click here, then this will give me my contract address. So this is the contract address here. Okay. So, okay. Yeah. So yeah, you click on, just double check that we clicking on the right thing. If it was, yeah, it won't matter, either one of those two. So that's the contract. Oh, I'm just going to double check that 1 second. That did appear to show two different things, but maybe. Okay, no, it's the same. So 2364. Okay, so that's the contract address for Coexistent Stephen. Set your username. So each account has a third assigned value that represents your username in the chat. Add your new personal LAU user token address to smart contract GUI with this ABI. Let's just double check. So, okay, F387. So I want to just double. Okay, yeah. So it's not one of those. I just want to double check. So 7D2, 7D2, F1C, 7D. Okay, so yeah, that's all the contracts that it's interacting with. So yes, we do have the correct contract address. So yeah, when you do click on this, that's going to give you your contract address. So I have my contract address here. And then each account has a third assigned value that represents your username in the chat. Add your new LAU user token address to smart contracts GUI with this ABI. Is this just going to take me to, okay, you create your own LAU. Okay, so I think so let's just see if this is what I'm supposed to do. Okay, so I've created that, and then I'm going to uh um add. And then what's old mate done here? So he's put contract name, so not Helios. So then I'll again go coexistent Stephen. Contract address, the ABI. So is the ABI the LAU Factory ABI? It looks to be. So inputs, internal type, address, new owner, address, new owner, inputs. Yeah, okay, cool. So it is. It is. So it's the same ABI. Wally doolies. Okay, so where are we? LAU contract. I'll put this at the very start. Okay, add contract. Now, oh, sweet. Okay, so now it has all these goodies here. Call the username function and enter the name you want people to see in chat. So if I want to call the username function, which one is Control F? Where's user? Okay, here we go. So this is read function. We're calling it, so we're writing. So we're changing. So new user. Just always make sure. Yep, username, new username. Coexistence. Coexistence. Stephen. Oh, message execute. Why? Why? Because of the following reasons. Transaction will fail because of the following reasons. How dare you? What are the following reasons? How dare you? Maybe it's just too long. Code 3 message execution reverted data. So let's just put right. Okay, so you must only be allowed to have a certain amount of characters. Right. Okay, so it must be 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, you must only be a certain amount of characters. So I'm going to stick with coexist Stephen. Run the function. And you can see here it's running the function, interacting with the blockchain, confirm. So now while that is going through, let's move on to the next. Oh, next. So cool. So that's done. Contract address. Okay, cool. So we've done that. We've used that. LAU token user. You create your own from, oh, yep. So we've done all this, joining a room. I hope I wasn't supposed, like we were supposed to do let's go back to these instructions. Then you need to deploy, maybe I've done it in the wrong order. So first you need to create your username token. Okay, no, I've done that. Then you need to deploy the self snipe contract. So you go to affection, poo, 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 poo. Here we go. So now let's go to this. We can finish with this now. Affection dot. We can close all this just to kind of clean it up. I don't need this anymore. Don't need this. Don't need this. Okay, what is affection? So you go to the multi-mint contract section, and there is a section on how to deploy. You use those instructions for this contract here. Just for the, yeah, one of the, okay, so this is the Dysnomia self snipe. Then you need to deploy the self snipe contract. So you go to affection.gitbook to the multi-mint contract section, and there is a section on how to deploy. Oops. So the multi-mint, Multi-mint. What is affection? Where's the multi-mint? I think bots and scripts. Where's multi-mint? Multi-mint. Let's just type in multi-mint. See what it comes up with. Multi-mint contracts. Multi-mint contracts. To save on gas, I've deployed a contract that will loop the mint plus buy functions. By using these contracts, you'll bypass bots sniping the mint too. I have added a tax fee to it and provided the source code as incentive for others to fork it and gain experience with Solidity. If you're okay with a 1% tax or have no desire to deploy your own contract, I will consider it a donation. Instructions on how to deploy your own mint contracts can be found here. This will bypass okay, he's disabled the 1% tax now. But I like his style. How to deploy using remix.ide for the first time can be intimidating, but I assure you it's very simple. I won't waste your time explaining things you don't need. Instead, let's jump right into getting a contract up and running as fast as possible. Skipping past the initial pop-ups and screens look like this. Create a new file, multiaffection.sol. Okay. A little bit all over the place here. So you use those instructions for this contract. Now you go to affection to multi-mint contract section. There is a section on how to deploy. You use those instructions for this here. So we're using these instructions for that there. So for this here, we're using these instructions. So we've got remix.ide. Skipping past the initial pop-ups, your screen should look like this, in which case it does. Create a new file, multiaffection.sol, but I guess I'm just going to call it self-snipe.sol. And then paste in the contract source code. So this is the contract. Oh, sorry. This is the contract source code. So if I press raw, does that copy? No. Oh, it doesn't matter. Can I? No, can't. No. So copy and paste into here. Here. Pasted code alert. You've just pasted a code snippet of contract. Make sure you fully understand this code before deploying and interacting with it. Don't get scammed. So let's hope Helios, not Helios, isn't scamming us. So, all right. So paste in the contract source code page and paste it into Remix. You're going to see this warning. Okay. Yep. We had that warning. You can get rugged and lose everything. So yeah, be very careful. But yeah, I guess we hopefully by now trust not Helios. So here you can make changes to the tax amounts before sending it to the blockchain. But he has disabled this now. So in the past, he had this 1% tax. So this is if you're doing with the affection. When you are ready, click the button on the left to open the Solidity compiler. So this one here. So now we want to press the Solidity compiler. So now that's compiling. Compile the source code and select the correct interface. Click the green play button to compile the code. So now compile. Select the correct contract interface and remember the location of this ABI button. You will need it to add your new contract. Select the correct contract and interface and remember the location of this ABI button. Multi-affection. So hopefully, I suppose it would be the LAU, I'm suspecting it's the LAU self sniper. If it's got something to do with the LAU contract. Let me just read these instructions again. So you copy and paste these contracts into and you deploy that. After you have successfully deployed, you go to dysnomia.rcu and you connect your wallet and username that you have connected your username. You click edit. Okay, so gosh darn. So now we're going to go to dysnomia.rcu, which I believe is the chat. So I'm pretty sure we've but there was a bit that we didn't select the let's fully read this. So click to open. So we still haven't deployed it. So select the correct contract interface. Remember the location of this ABI button. So we don't know what the correct contract interface is. I'm imagining it's I'm just gonna imagine I'm gonna assume rather that it's the ILAO. That's yeah. And then what has he done? So click to open and deploy. So we've clicked that. Click to open the deploy and run transaction on the left side. So that's the button below. What happened here? Have we? What does that mean? With one warning. Okay, so this is the warning that it's giving us. Please see for more information. Okay, we'll just ignore that for now. So deploy and run transaction. Tab on the left side. Load your Rabby or MetaMask wallet and deploy. Switch the remix environment to your double check your Rabby is set to pulse chain. Make sure the contract interface is the same on this tab too. When you are ready, click deploy. So, okay, we're going to make sure that we got the at the top here. So whatever wallet you're using. So Helios, I'm using MetaMask. So now it's going to connect to my MetaMask. Yeah. Yeah. So it's connecting. And then the 2719. So the make sure it's the correct. Yep. So it is the correct address. Perfect. And multi-affection. So now this will be iLau. I think it's going to be iLau EVM version. Yeah, I mean, it could be DSS. I don't. Okay, hang on. Let's have a look. So I can't even press deploy. I can press deploy with that one, but I'm going to assume it's the iLau because yeah, we'll find out either way. And then press deploy. So we're going to press deploy. This contract may be abstract. It may not implement an abstract parents methods completely, or it may not invoke an inherited contract constructor correctly. Hmm. Maybe it's this one here. What happens if okay, it's the same. I can't even do it for that one. I don't know if that means it's deployed or not. I'm going to just close that. Deploy. Hmm. I mean, it hasn't deployed. It hasn't done anything. Hmm. I'm just pressing all these buttons and praying something works, which is probably not obviously the best way to go about it, but yeah. ILAU, let's see if it's going to deploy now. Okay, we got the same error. Has anything happened here? No. Oh, wait. Currently you have no unpinned contracts to interact with. No pinned contracts found for selected workspace and network. What is going on here? Let me just see if I can work this out. Okay, so I figured out what the problem was. Well, I didn't really figure it out. Helios helped me. I tried to use ChatGPT. So always try to use ChatGPT first. See if you can figure out the solution on your own. And I couldn't. It was a very basic issue. So there was two things. So first of all, with the Solidity code, the self-sniper.sol, you want to make sure that this is your very top line. So prior to that, this was my top line, but you want to make sure this is your top line. So copy and paste that there as well. And in this particular part here, you want to be on DSS self sniper. So the reason why this button was grayed out was because I didn't have the contract address that I created, copied and pasted here. So once I did that, I press deploy and it will bring up your MetaMask. And yeah, you just confirm and you'll see in the terminal here that it's gone through. So this will happen for you as well. So then the final step is after you have successfully deployed the self-snipe contract, you go to dysnomia.icu and you connect your wallet and username. After you've connected your username, you click edit, advanced config, and you add the self-snipe contract address and chat and snipe to the function name. And that should be it. You'll be able to chat and snipe your own tokens. Oops. So then my self-snipe. So we've got dysnomia.icu. I'm gonna have to, I don't know what this is gonna do. So connect MetaMask. Then in the top right, there's settings. But where after you and you connect your wallet and username. After you've connected your username, you click edit. Where's edit? Well, there is no edit. Maybe settings, or maybe user, new user, import user. Okay, so I suppose it would be user, import user maybe. So then token address. After you've connected your username, you click edit, advanced config, and you add to the function name. None of that, none of those, what's written there is there. So okay, just going to pause this again and try and work this out. Okay, so anyway, sending a message. So user chat. So I've gone back to these instructions. Open your LAU user token you created earlier, which is this. And then if you go to just I wanted to see by calling the function and then just press chat and then type yes or test. And then once you press send, or sorry, once you write the function, it will bring up your MetaMask and you activate. So then that appeared here in test. So now what I'm going to try and do again is basically chat to it from within here. So what I did was in the top right, in the second from the second from the right, user, and I just searched for user, and it automatically searched and found my user token. And then if I go to activate, oh yeah, so it looks like it's activated, but I don't know anything about advanced custom contract function. Maybe this is where I do the self snipe. Advanced config, and you add the self snipe contract address and chat and snipe to the function name. So chat and snipe, custom contract function. So I'll put chat and snipe there, and then the chat and snipe. I don't know what the chat and snipe. I don't know what the chat and snipe contract address is. Oh man, this is so messy. My mind is really messy at the moment. Let's have a look. So maybe, yeah. So I just clicked on this, and hopefully this is the contract address for the self snipe. So I'll copy that. So once I clicked on this, it expanded it out. There's the contract address. Let's see what happens here. Submit saved user token. Saved user token. Okay. Oh, interesting. You have to interact with the. Oh, cool. All right, there we go. I don't really know if the self snipe contract works. Hopefully, someone who watches this and is a lot smarter than I am will be able to know, but that's to the best of my abilities. Yeah. So that's it. That's how you talk. Cool. So it's got the date. So how far back does it go? So it goes August. August is when it started. So this is the Dysnomia Chatlog. All right. Very cool. Cool. I'm not sure how much has been said there. All big chunks of text. So still loading. So I'm pretty sure that's it. If there is any issues with the self snipe contract, I'll try and confirm that. Yeah, I remember when I was reading the original chat logs, Maria sounded like he really liked RH Max. So I kind of feel sorry for him. It would have been much better if RH Max was all over this than me, because I'm just kind of fumbling and stumbling over all of this. But maybe that's a good thing too, because yeah, we're not all as clever as RH Max anyway. So it probably is good that there's someone that's not so clever at this stuff kind of figuring it out. So all the inconsistencies can get figured out. So anyway, it looks like it's working. Yeah, good luck. So the other thing that you need to make sure that you have in the wallet that you launch the contract from, you need some affection in there as well. So that's what the self snipe bot uses. It uses the affection. So yeah, make sure you've got affection in there, and it should work. And you'll know it works because whenever you type something in the log, your token supply will increase by 1. So you will snipe that token supply. So yeah, good luck.